Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back here with you on the Hit or Quit podcast, here to talk about a new January premiere here in the world of reality TV / game show adjacent. As we're talking about We Are Family on Fox. And you look, we're guessing celebrity relatives here. So we had to get back together here with the star of Hit or Quit, Jenny Autumn. Jenny, how are you?
Oh, Rob. Okay, first of all, it feels good to be back. It's been a minute since you and I, in particular, the OGs of Hit or Quit, have been able to, podcast about a show together. Considering you did a little Yachtis from the House of Villains, which is topical tonight. On the other hand,
Many of your podcasts.
it's also been a while since we've podcasted a show that wasn't good.
Oh, okay.
And I just have to say, if we are family, I might need emancipation.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
but
look,
I'm really excited that we get to do this.
hope
With all of
Anthony
that
Anderson
said,
or his mom are not listening. As we can't talk about guessing masked or hidden celebrities on Fox without one of the co-hosts here of the Masked Singer RHAP Up. Here he is. Pooya Zambakili. Pooya, how are you?
I am good. It is an honor, Rob, to be on the first show that you've come back to the Hit or Quit for as a guest, and also to get definitive proof that after Claim to Fame and House of Villains, are there quits out there? Yes, there are quits out there, and it is We Are Family. Now I need to go talk to my wife later and be like, did you know about this? Because why'd you get on this podcast? What did you know the show was going to be the way it was?
Is that why she was busy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of people did not check out We Are Family, so we can sort of give you a little bit of a primer of this brand new show that just premiered on Fox. What, Wednesday night premiere?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe it took the spot of The Masked Singer Wednesday at 8, I think.
Yeah. All right. And so the premise is an interesting one, a little confusing because, and I'm going to need some help in terms of figuring out what exactly was going on. But
I'll give you some clues.
At its heart, We Are Family stars Anthony Anderson of many credits, probably most notably star of Blackish, and his mom is also here, and we are going to be
Doris.
hearing from the relatives of different celebrities. We're going to get clues to the identity of that celebrity, and then a panel of 100 people are guessing who the celebrity is.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the audience are the game show participants. Yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out what the concept was, and I also started off thinking like, oh, are all of the celebrities singers? Or like, actively involved in the music industry as their main career, which I quickly realized that is not the case.
Not the case.
Yeah, so it's like it's really game show-y. But it's like if you went to Price is Right and everyone gets to participate right off the bat, you're not just waiting to get called down.
Yeah, but
kind of thing.
I am a little confused because it seemed like that there were like some people in the audience that were like extra special people who were playing because
like plants.
It seems like there's like 100 people in the audience, but it seems that they highlighted a couple of people in the beginning of the episode, right? Because I have in my notes Adam, like, oh, here's Steven and Logan and Adam S. And then Adam S was the person. Did he just have the winner edit that they introduced? Yeah.
Start the Edgic page for We Are Family.
Yeah, okay.
Because
if they talk to you on the mat in the beginning of the episode, then you're going to win the show?
I mean, you're on the short list at the very least at that point. Yeah, because you're not going to get to meet all 100. And also, I did notice, I was like, how does Anthony Anderson know all their names? This doesn't seem to make sense to me. They must have been pre-selected.
Yeah, and here's part of my issue with this show. I will say, I laughed. I did not cry. I had a good time with it. It was funny. A lot of it was like, this is ridiculous kind of laughter. But part of my issue with it is that a lot of the emphasis of the show is placed on the contestants, these 100 people from the audience that we're throwing to them to say, okay, who is your guest? Who are you and where are you from? Because apparently we're supposed to care. And no offense to these people, I'm so sorry. It's just they're normies, and so they have to find a way for us to care even a little bit, to root for someone at the end, because like the relative of the celebrity and the celebrity themselves are not really that important. Like, they're the subject of like the game, but they're not really actively involved in the game itself besides a performance. And the other people, like the normies, they have to pick out a few that, like, you were kind of interesting, like, we'll get you to give your guess here, and like they'll showcase like certain people so that we at least have some sort of like face and name recognition for whoever becomes like the star guesser.
We also have the thing here where we're going to go to like different people in the audience, including Anthony Anderson's mom, who's the star of the show.
She is the star guesser.
We have the Masked Singer thing where a lot of the guesses, the people yeah, I'm like, they're like, okay, because the person is there, like the silhouette is there. So like, at least on Claim to Fame, it's like, it could be anybody. They don't have to actually be there, but there's a lot of like, okay, so who do you think is hiding behind that silhouette? And there's a lot of like, I think it's got to be Barack Obama.
Yeah, Anthony Anderson's mom at one point legitimately guesses Joe Biden because he's old and old people like soup. Like,
See,
no lies.
I think people were writing lines for her, like Mariska Heart Attack. Come on, she's not coming up with that on her own.
I didn't even know who she was talking about. Like, I was like, is this a superhero?
By the way, Joe Biden should do the Masked Singer. Like, I think that would be huge. Anytime the Biden administration wants to get Rob has a PR firm on board, it's a big year. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a ton of ideas. Joe Biden comes out on the Masked Singer.
What would he sing?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what would the costume be?
Oh, that's it. Yeah. What is the
probably bald eagle, right?
Bald eagle. Like, I think that would be like unmasked bald eagle. Like, hey, it's
wait, is he Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, that's kind of like
face off.
I'm not joking. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's ridiculous about these guesses that are clearly bad guesses is there's 2 stages, there's 2 rounds. And so in the first round, it's just the relative of the celebrity singing. And then in the second round, they do the duet with the celebrity who is inside of, what did they call this?
Not the sphere.
It was a sphere, I think.
Sphere, yeah, something.
But they had another word ahead of it.
Special super sphere.
Super sphere.
I don't know.
I have Audrey's relative is in the sphere, is what they said at one point.
Well, it was no.
Yeah, it's like sphere is hot, Jenny.
Well,
Jenny, here in the United States, we have a giant sphere.
You do?
Do you know about this?
Wait, what do you mean?
We have a giant sphere.
Yeah.
Oh, like in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What is that?
On the
I
set
don't
of
understand.
We Are
You
Family.
can project anything.
Can you Google Cast to it? Can you like Apple Play?
I don't think that you can connect your devices to it.
You imagine just like pulling up your texts, like
yeah, because
you know,
some wise guy is gonna put like hey, like look, I'm on this website and like okay, get that off.
You're gonna have
sphere.
like a Roman
not sphere,
Roy
buddy.
situation.
Yeah.
The show really, you can tell it's the first episode because a lot of these guesses, they were reaching for the moon. In no world is Beyonce doing We Are Family.
Well,
but someone was
the only thing is that like it was like when I first heard that that Beyonce, they were guessing Beyonce, I was like, okay, yeah, nice try. But like in fairness to the guesser, it was one of the 3 women from Destiny's Child. Like,
but that's why
your third option, Rob.
But that's why to make it so obvious, because it's like the guesses would make sense for someone from Destiny's Child, but like Beyonce is not doing this show. And then so you're like, who is the closest person related to Destiny's Child who has like the least other things? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Michelle Williams. But like, that's what should make it obvious. Like, it's not Beyonce.
Yeah,
but
I think it could have been flip a coin with
Child.
Michelle Williams and Kelly Rowland. But the thing that was a little annoying to me, and I'm generally, I was like high on this show. I would watch another episode of this. It's I thought this was fine.
I'm shocked.
I did not mind this. Like, I thought it was cute. I could have it on like just like I would not be paying like, it would not be a first screen experience for me, but I would not mind like having it on again. But that being said,
would you watch it on the Sphere?
I would watch it on the Sphere, certainly, because that would give it like a lot of depth in terms of like, the Sphere. Anything on the Sphere is good.
Just make it big.
Pooya, like, I guess this really isn't a thing on The Masked Singer, but they were like, Anthony Anderson's like, hey, remember, anything could be a clue. So I'm like, all right, paying attention. And so they start singing the songs, and I'm like reading into the song choices that they're doing because anything can be a clue, but
the songs didn't matter, right?
Nah, the songs didn't matter. It's just like random songs because we had our first person that comes out, Avandia, and she sang the song I believe the children
Greatest
are
love of all.
It
was Whitney.
And I'm like, oh, children are our future. Okay, this is the child of because it's like I'm paying attention to everything. Yeah, I'm gonna be on. You're
locked
podcast.
in.
I gotta get everything right.
Child of Destiny, Rob.
Oh.
Did they say the? I guess so. I guess that
it's
there you go.
Yeah, I'll take it. But here's the thing. So then the second song was Stronger.
Yeah.
By Kelly Clarkson. I'm like, oh, Kelly Rowland. It must be Kelly Rowland.
Well, now, okay, the question is, and this is something I question with another contestant or another celebrity relative, is that are they also using words or clues or things with the song to potentially put you on the wrong, like to foil you, to give you some red herring kind of situation so that it's not so obvious that it's a certain person? Because there was something mentioned in one of the other packages that I was like, oh, because again, Rob, I wasn't reading into the song lyrics so much, but I was reading into like the conversational banter with Anthony and every word that they chose. And I was like, oh, and I will say I did have one single reveal that I was fooled on.
Oh,
I mean, it made sense because I got so dialed in on it being one thing. And then I was like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Right. Well,
but I was wondering if like they could use it to like kind of throw you off as well, like purposely.
All right, well, so this is what kind of threw me off. I was like, I was listening to it and I was watching the show and I was eating dinner, I was getting ready, and I'm listening to the song, but then I didn't realize that so the Sphere is going, and then as the song is going, they're just flashing clues like clip art on the Sphere. I was like, oh, I was not ready for this.
Yeah, no, you should call it clip art because it really was just like a .jpeg.
Yeah, we got like the first one was like I was like, okay, that's pirate booty.
Yeah, it was like a treasure chest with the pirate flag on top, which I didn't make the connection for.
Did not. But ultimately that's
pirate crate.
Bootylicious.
That's it. Rob, Rob,
Yeah.
Rob, you know what I learned watching this?
What's
We can make some money if we went on. I think the three of us,
Think so?
one of us could be
Are we allowed to collaborate?
No, but I think that
we conspire.
We have a 3% chance if all three of us participate.
But could you? Because if you get a share of the money just by being right, because that's how the first rounds work.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I think that at the end of this, 66 people out of the 100 got it right that it was Michelle Williams, and I believe 66 people shared a prize pool of $20,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is not a
Like
whole lot of money.
Free dinner,
Close to
maybe
300.
Okay, but if you go with your friend and you're just there for shits and gigs, like, and you're standing next to each other, because the one thing I noticed at the end was they went down to 3 people. There you go. Have a nice dinner. So
I don't think you have to pay tax on that here in the U.S. unless you make 600. So
it's like, oh, after
That's
Joe
true.
Biden takes it, and he's here, he's on next.
So then do you throw round 2 so you don't have to get the tax on it then maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that might be, that's emergent strategy in We Are Family. But like, did you notice that when they went down to the 3 people at the end and it was like, ooh, which of these 3 people is going to be our star guesser? 2 of them were standing right next to each other. So I was like, was one of them copying each other, like off of the other person? Like,
can you imagine
see
a scandal where somebody was copying off another person?
And then they won?
Yeah. What if they just have like the faster buzz-in, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I guess copying is all well and good, because if you're copying off someone, they would have posted it before you and they win in the tiebreaker. My question is, so this was 3
what if
rounds.
they're writing it slowly and you see it quicker and you write it faster?
Do you think they type it or they write it like with a pen?
I think they got to like text it.
Yeah, probably text it.
I was picturing like a magnadoodle.
What is a magnadoodle?
Please, Rob, please. You know what a magnadoodle is?
So I believe that it's like
the
iron fillings, and then there's like a magnet, and then you are dragging.
It's like a pen with a magnet at the end, and then like you use
there's
it
like
to
iron
like write.
shavings, and then you can and then you can put like a mustache and beard like on a bald guy's
and then
face.
You slide it,
and then you slide it to erase it. Yeah.
Well,
you could have just said a whiteboard, because most
are you talking about an Etch-a-Sketch or a?
No, I'm talking magnadoodle.
It's different. I've definitely had one of these. They don't last. Like, they end up getting a little scuffed by the end.
Yeah, it has like a film like that you peel.
No, you kind of gotta like. It has a slider that you slide back and forth to erase.
A fancier version of a magnadoodle, which is like when you have to sign for a package with like one of those terrible
like the tablet, like
the
little
and your signature's always like busted.
If you do with your finger,
So a fancy magnadoodle.
You know what'd be fun is if they had like the chisel and the hammer, because then you have to be fast with it, but it gives people the opportunity to beat you to it if they're faster with the chisel.
Yeah.
What if you have to you have a cookie and you have to use your tongue.
Yelling over all the hammer.
Oh God. No, you have to punch it out of a cookie. You have to spell it with your tongue on a cookie.
They give you a needle.
And
just 100 people licking the back of a cookie as this woman is serenading them with the music.
Yeah, and you better hope that like every celebrity is like 4 letters or less. Like it's just Cher.
Well,
maybe all of you two.
The band.
So let's go back to Avandia, who sang. There was a picture of the pirate booty. There's a picture of a choir.
Yes.
And there's a picture of $3.
Yeah. So I wrote 3 singles, and I was like, but why is there a clue that they've had 3 successful singles? But then later, someone did point out bills, which I thought, that's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I'm dumb. I'm not a very smart person a lot of the times, but I had this one before she even sang.
Yeah,
because she said, and other people that were giving their little feedback on the clues on what they thought. She said that she was ready to get the crowd jumping or something. And I was like, jumping. Like before she even sang, I was like, this is a Destiny's Child person. And it's not Beyonce.
Because once you mentioned the fact that they did say at the top, anything can be a clue. If this truly was a clue, I wish they would highlight it, because it really felt like, to me, the 3 pictures are really all I went off of.
Yeah.
And
because they do that on The Masked Singer, right? Like they kind of like don't they kind of show when it's something as a clue?
The Masked Singer they've done it different iterations. They obviously have the extensive clue package with all the stuff going on in it. Sometimes
Better
the
than
things
the
they
clip
say
art.
on the clue yeah, definitely. Then they have like the verbal cues, verbal things that they'll say that are a clue. We've also had it where items they have in the video are a clue and are like a nod to something. But here we didn't really have that. I will say, for the second person, I figured out who it was from the first note they sang.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, I know who this is. And I do have a little spoiler hack for you on figuring these out, Rob, if you do end up pursuing an episode 2.
You've hacked We Are Family.
Yeah. All right. Well,
already.
What's the hack?
If you've watched The Masked Singer,
yes,
they would have been on Masked Singer. Every single person
no, they're in the Fox family here.
Or
yes,
at this point, not to jump ahead too much, 2 of the 3 celebrities in tonight's episode are hosts of reality shows that I literally just
Jenny, I was
finished covering.
thinking of you.
The synergy of it all.
This was your night. How could you have a negative review of this show?
Okay, I know I'm being too hard. I'm sorry. I just finished podcasting one of the most fun reality shows I've ever covered. Rob, I wish you were there. I missed you. But Chappelle and I had a great ass time covering this show. So I'm sorry. My standards are very high, and I should maybe not be coming into 2024 being such a snob. I did have fun watching this. I did have big reactions to some of the reveals because I was like, when we got the first one, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, what? As soon as we got the first clue for the last one, I was like, both of them? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, who are we getting? Julie Chen Moonves next week?
Yeah, are we getting Franklin Jonas?
Like, can you imagine next week? And it's like, everybody, please welcome to the stage, Les.
That's who the celebrity
the show
relative
is immediately.
It would not be Julie's canceled. Relative. It would be. They would put Les Moonves in the sphere.
Yes.
I will say.
No, the singer.
Oh,
and Julie is in the sphere.
So, from what I gathered, I think they want the guest, the relative, to be a good singer. It doesn't matter if the celebrity is not a good singer; they want the guest to be a good singer. Is what I felt like.
Yeah, because those people are normies. Like,
the thing I can't wrap my head around. Like, okay, you have The Masked Singer. Okay, it's sort of like in the title of the show. Why is anybody singing on this show?
It's a great question, Rob.
Why is it like, okay, here's a random person. They're going to sing a song. The song will have nothing to do with who their celebrity relative is, but we're here. We've got an hour to kill. Hit it, rando.
Yeah. And you're like, it's like, you know how tough it's going to be for the relative who's out there belching out notes and no one's focused on that. They're looking at the screen behind. What are the images on the sphere that are going to pop up? Where's Clippy with my next clue?
I need Clippy to just be a clue. Yeah, it's called We Are Family, which, it signifies that there's a family connection, relatives. That's really all. It's like, it's not The Masked Singer. It's not, maybe they just, all the other good names that could signify why this is a singing competition. Like, it isn't even about who is a good singer or a good performer. Like, that at least plays into The Masked Singer, at least, right? So
how many shows on Fox are just people singing songs?
Well, there's another one that Ken Jeong hosts called I Can See Your Voice.
Yeah.
So,
don't they have like Shazam, and they have this, and they have
Shazam.
They are pumping them out
on this network.
Yeah, Masked Singer had
cooking competitions or guest singers.
Yeah, no, Masked Singer had one hot fall in 2019, and they said, we're never going to let you forget our success. And that's all we're going to pump out is all just. And I truly do think they got inspiration from Claim to Fame to bring on, to do this like reveal. Because obviously the Masked Singer, one of the best moments is when everyone chants take it off and the mask comes off. To do 3 of them in each episode, how many episodes is it supposed to run for? Because you're going to run out of people real quick.
I think that they could, 3 an episode. I think they probably got a deep enough bench because they're not getting like A-listers.
And
No.
And they want to give the money away because I feel like the final one, especially because there's 5 guesses you can guess on to win like certain increments of money. Like I felt maybe that this is my own bias. I thought that was the easiest one.
Second
Maybe
easiest for
not.
me.
Michelle Williams, I think was maybe the easiest one personally.
Nah, I think it was number 2.
Number 2 is the one I got foiled on.
That's so funny to me.
I lost it because I was like, oh, the soup. I'm stupid. Well, I forgot about the soup.
Let's finish up with Michelle Williams here because they had that first round of guessing and people are one guy guessed Beyonce. There was a
the
guess
hot dog cart guy. Only on this show can you get a quote. If my hot dog cart experience has taught me anything, they're really just saying anything these days. Like Jeff Probst is just foaming at the mouth somewhere, being like, "Oh yes, give me the personal experience."
He's gonna hang around the parking lot and recruit people.
How is playing We Are Family like running a hot dog stand?
Well, not for anything. I feel like that the Probstisms were all over here because it was a lot of like with the reveals of like, what's it like to be the father of a daughter? Like there was a lot of family visit. Like, what's it like to be the cousin of a famous person?
I mean, if we're doing hosts of shows that get covered on this network, Jeff's coming up. He'll be there. He'll get to be asked what it's like.
Okay. So Anthony Anderson's mom is there. She's very funny because she's gonna have like wacky guesses. Her guess that she guessed that Avandia's celebrity relative was Johnny Depp. Because
go on.
There was a choir and that boy needs Jesus. I think
he said he needs Jesus. I was really worried about where she was going with this. I was like, oh no.
I thought, she was like, that boy Johnny Depp, he got a raw deal.
I was really worried about where we were going there. She landed she landed it.
Pirate booty. Johnny Depp was in Pirates of the Caribbean and there was a choir and,
The thing is, like, this is after they've sang.
Very close relative.
They've sang together at this point.
This is
that
was in the round 1.
Was that before the singing? No, okay, because there was a guess later where it didn't make sense.
They
it was
do the duet, and then one man guessed that the celebrity relative was Nelly.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
With chest said Nelly. Jean-Luc,
and they
man.
can see the silhouette. Like you can make guesses. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily, but like. You can be like, that's not Johnny Depp,
Maybe he meant Furtado.
No, maybe Nelly Furtado. Also, everyone was from like St. Louis and places in Illinois.
Where they film people aren't flying out for this.
No, they couldn't have been because everyone was from like the same 3 places. It was crazy. I don't know where they filmed
this is the new meta though. If you have a host, see what the relatives are like because 2 for 2 on hit or quit shows where the celebrity's relative has been a hoot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so grateful that Mama Doris was there because
she was good.
Yeah. That Joe Biden like soup.
So she told a story about the celebrity relative that Michelle Williams's mom was her teacher. Was that did I have that story right?
Yes.
Or was the first person? Okay, no. So I took that as Avandia's mom was Michelle's singing teacher or something. But again, I might have gotten the details wrong because they're cousins. So I took that as like she taught Michelle Williams how to sing.
Yeah, see, I wrote mom trained them, but this was before I realized that it was going to be cousin and I thought it's sibling. So I didn't write whose mom. I just assumed it was their mom and I don't know whose mom.
See, that to me told me that they weren't siblings because she was like, my mom was her first teacher. And so I was like, why wouldn't you say our mom?
If she said that,
that's why I was like, okay, because we didn't know anything about what's the family relationship. Like, are we gonna get a little loosey goosey with it? Like,
it threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but
Let's talk about our second person going into the sphere. Here's Audrey. She has a relative in the sphere. They have a huge family. What song did Audrey sing first?
Valerie.
Valerie.
Valerie. Okay. Again,
I love Amy Winehouse.
no connection here to the second celebrity, which was revealed to be Joel McHale, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All
Is
right.
there anything to Valerie? Like, that's the thing, is do the songs mean anything, or is it just Audrey really wanted to sing Valerie?
I think she wanted to sing.
That's her go-to
Valerie.
karaoke mix.
Yeah.
I will say, when Anthony Anderson, round one ends, 66 people win the 20K to split. He's like, all right, this next round is going to be for more money, but it's going to be harder. It was 10K more. It was 30,000. And it was, I don't know what made it harder because for me, it was easier.
It was very easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so,
like, you'd probably come out with less money, if anything.
Also, the 34 people that got it wrong, they didn't get eliminated, right? They just got to compete
They just
again.
hang out.
Yeah,
they just hang out
studio
for
could look
fun.
too empty. Yeah, they paid them for the day. They don't get to leave. All right. So then we got our clues. So first we had a cooking teddy bear. Did not know what that was.
So he was in the movie Ted, and then
but I think they said, "Is he in the
I didn't
bear?
know.
Is Joel McHale in the bear?
Is he in the bear? I've not watched that
thought
show
that
yet, but
was
I've been told to.
Seth MacFarlane.
No,
was he the
titular
villain? Was
Ted.
he the villain in Ted?
No,
I've never
that
seen
was the
Ted.
other
This is-
guy.
So I should not even be speaking.
That was Craig Kilborn. I thought that
Sam
was
Moore
old
says he has a
school.
guest spot in The Bear.
Yeah, okay. He was in The Bear.
No, he was
the
Rex
chef
in the movie
hat.
Ted. He was Rex in the movie
Yeah, but
Ted.
but I think because it's the bear with the chef hat
They
on
did
it,
say
it's
that
referencing the
bear.
bear.
Then
Good call, Sam.
but yeah, because when Anthony Anderson introduced him, he introduced him as like, you know him from Crime Scene Kitchen and Animal Control and The Bear and
and House of Villains.
So they did not mention that.
Maybe it hadn't happened yet. I don't know.
There was a crime scene, and so now I'm thinking, okay, Crime Scene Kitchen. Who's on that? I know that's okay. We're on Fox here. We got the brand synergy, and then what was the third clue? There was something crying.
It was the crying laughing
emoji.
Crying laughing emoji. Like what the hell
value
is this?
version?
Yeah.
It was
he
not
in the
Apple
Emoji Movie?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd know.
A fine film.
I think I just
wonderfully done. Very tasteful. Beloved film.
In hindsight, okay, I don't know a lot of TV. I don't know. I forget about a lot of these things. I totally forgot about Crime Scene Kitchen. I got thrown off by Mama Doris mentioning someone from Law and Order. Marissa,
she said Mariska Heart Attack. Yeah.
And so I completely blanked out that clue and got fixated on a person that got mentioned. And I got so mad because I was like, this show is giving away the answers, and this isn't fun for me. And then this was the one that I got surprised on. So this is why I'm stupid.
Okay, but then we got the second song, Jenny. It's still rock and roll to me by my beloved Billy Joel, but Billy Joel McHale. Is this not a clue?
Billy Joel McHale.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. Now I'm looking back and I'm like, what
the hell is Valerie?
Rob, can we talk about those first round guesses of Gordon Ramsay and Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray. You're not getting Bill Murray on. Now, look, Gordon Ramsay's on like 100 Fox shows, so I think there could have been a possibility.
But what's the crime scene for him? He's committed crime?
I know there's Crime Scene Kitchen on Fox, and I did not know the who's who of who's on Crime Scene Kitchen.
Because Joel McHale, I know that because we watched an episode of it.
Joe McHale is the host of Crime Scene Kitchen.
Yeah.
But I did not know. You could tell me that Gordon Ramsay is on Crime Scene Kitchen, and I would not bat an eye.
The rationale for Gordon Ramsay was he laughs when people make mistakes. That was why it was the crying laughing emoji.
Yeah.
And
he called Julie Chen Moonves an idiot sandwich, but we got to save that for that'll be one of the clues.
She's coming.
When Les Moonves comes out next week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Idiot sandwich.
I can't wait to see his clues.
Yeah.
Jesus. I guess it's Julie's.
Well, it's Julie's clues.
Yeah. So he's safe. He's nobody.
Yeah. So it'll be like a picture of God.
Yeah. A house maybe the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Some like a news anchor thing. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody, expecting the unexpected.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
All
do
right.
like, if you want to do, if we're restricting ourselves to emoji, expecting the unexpected, you could do like the pregnant lady emoji and then like the question mark. Expecting the unexpected. It's like an emoji Rebus puzzle.
Jordan Kill is just foaming at the mouth somewhere now.
Yeah. I should not be hired to help with these clues.
Okay. So then we had like a raccoon being caught in a net.
Which I knew this show. So obviously I heard the first note he sang and I was like, it's Joel McHale. Because I wrote Donnie Wahlberg on my list initially, and then I swapped it to Joel McHale immediately. But I had watched this show. I watched a couple episodes of it because he was on it and I liked him in Community, and McLovin is in it.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Stars, there's so much synergy on Fox.
Yeah, I don't know how many seasons that got.
McLovin went to Mars.
Got 3 episodes.
Yeah.
He did go to Mars.
Not for very long, though.
All right, his cousin's going to be on next week, actually. Put it down.
McLovin will be here. Okay. But, yeah, I did not see Animal Control, but I did, like, once I heard Joel McHale's voice, I knew it was him. But the thing that threw me off is that I feel like that he is famously a Seattle Seahawks fan. And when they talked about what a big Chicago sports fan the family is, that's the only thing that kept me from going to Joel McHale.
They red herringed you, Rob.
They red herringed me. They gave me too much information. But then we got a picture of the soup, and then we got like Washington Community College. So
yeah,
it was. How did you not get this, Jenny?
I'm here.
How did you not get this, Jenny?
Yeah, how did you not get Joel McHale?
Okay, because first of all, not a smart person sometimes. And again, this was early on in the show, and I just thought the Michelle Williams one was easy. So when
you were overconfident.
Oh, they got you with the, it's going to be hard, so you tried to outbox it.
And I overthought it and I was ignoring obvious clues, and I also just didn't know some of these references. Like I forgot Crime Scene Kitchen was a thing, so I was like, oh, this is just like a reference to some sort of crime movie or something. And again, I'm actually like a nightmare for this kind of show because I just don't watch enough movies and TV to know like all the references. But all of the Community stuff I was like, oh, it is Chevy Chase. And because and that's why I got pissed off when they were like, oh, it's Chevy Chase. And then because there was when I'm overthinking, because at one point Audrey said something like, I'm just so inspired by his drive. And I'm like, drive? Chevrolet car you drive? And I'm like,
listen, I laugh, but I see what you did there. You overanalyzed. Yeah. And that's not you being dumb. That's you being overly smart for
maybe
this. Too smart.
But then I should have known when they were letting other people say Chevy Chase, because I was like, why are they showing, is this game so easy that they have to show us people guessing the right answer because they had nothing else to show us?
I did stop then I felt for a second. And when she said Chevy Chase, I did think about the like rodent being caught with a net, and I'm like, oh wait, Caddyshack.
But
yeah, but no, but vocally it was clearly Joel McHale.
And he's old and he likes soup, so the soup would have made sense.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I was like, okay, well, it could just be another old white dude that likes soup.
Well,
like
speaking
nice
of old white dudes, Jenny, that then they asked somebody in the audience, okay, what do you think? And like, I'm thinking it's Donny Osmond. They said he's from a big family. That's got to be it. There's a lot of Osmonds out there.
That's it. That's it's a big family. It must be the Osmonds, like the only big family. Like they didn't say a big family of like famous people that are all like the whole like I'm sure there are many celebrities that have big families and no one knows the rest of their family except for them. Like no, it's got to be an Osmond. Like, but again, the Osmonds are they're doing the circuit. They're involved in all of these shows. So I don't think it's completely off base. Like,
I mean,
Masked
they got that.
Singer,
Listen, all of them have this drive,
Fame.
Jenny. Well, we didn't talk about Michelle Williams. She, in the last 3 years, she has been on 3 seasons of The Masked Singer in 3 different continents. She's been on Masked Singer US, then Masked Singer UK, and Masked Singer Australia.
Wow.
So she made the
What
rounds.
does this mean?
It means
you get paid to
appearances.
be on The Masked Singer.
Yeah, we have bills, Jenny. Let us pay them.
That's facts. Okay.
And then Joel
That's
McHale's hosting
fair.
any show they give him and jumping, making his appearances. Oh my God. So my favorite part of the entire episode was when they asked the question to Audrey about what it's like being like with this big family. What's a big family like? And she's like, it's like organized chaos. It's incredible. You walk into any room and you're like, whoa, we're all related to each other. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the weird.
It was so weird.
Yeah, that's what it's like when you're at a family gathering. Oh, I just walk into a room and I'm
Isn't it cool? We're all related. That's so weird.
Because it's not like a room of people who are strangers.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just
literally,
can't
we
believe
are
that
family.
the people in this room I'm related to you.
Mhm.
It's like, I think that did Audrey like partake before she got on stage?
Maybe.
She's like, man, have you ever just like walked into a room and like you're like, whoa, I'm related to all of you. Like, that's so cool. Like, okay.
Yeah, Joel uses the bowl for soup. Audrey uses the bowl for elf.
So
sorry, Audrey. It was funny though.
Yeah. All right. Anything else about Joel McHale?
No. Fun appearance. Yeah. Joel McHale did make 50 people $600 Witcher.
Okay. There you go.
Wow.
All right. But the person that did the best was Adam S.
Yes.
No, sorry.
Yes.
Before we move on to Adam S, can we talk about how Mama Doris loves Joel McHale and said that she is her favorite son?
Yeah.
Just straight up selling out Anthony in front of everyone. She's like, this is my favorite son. Like, I love him more than you. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't know that they knew each other so deeply.
He seems like the nicest dick you'd know, Joel McHale, I feel like. Because I feel like I'd vibe with him, but I can also see him getting under people's skin on purpose. So like you know who he has? Yeah. He has very, very much Chappelle energy. I'll give him that.
Wow. Yeah. Can't believe you just called our friend Chappelle a dick.
He would co-sign, to be fair.
Yeah.
But he's nice to us, you know? We love him.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was bizarre.
Is Chappelle the Joel McHale of RHAP?
Ooh.
He is on a million shows.
That's true. He is appearing as much as Joel McHale is on everything. So yeah, there's tall. That.
He's pretty tall.
Very funny. Pretty tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick.
I think he's funnier than Joel McHale.
Can roast you to your face and like you're not even mad at it. Like you're like, yeah.
You're like, respect. All right, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of reality TV clips.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, Joel McHale walked into the House of Villains and treated everyone like he's known them for years. And anytime Chappelle takes the stage, he acts the same way. So and everyone feels the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So Adam S is the big winner. He gets to compete in a special third round that's just for him. And so
star player.
We meet another an older gentleman.
EJ.
Here's EJ.
What do you think EJ stands for?
Elliot James.
Okay.
Irvin Jones.
Irvin Jones.
I'm gonna say Edward.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Edward Jeffrey.
It is Edward. You had the first name right. I looked it up, but I can't see. It just says J. There's no middle name mentioned.
Is it like Homer J, where the middle name is just J?
Maybe.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's about to sing, and we're gonna meet his celebrity relative, and so it's only up to Adam to guess. And did he get $100,000 for getting?
No, he got it in number 2.
75.
So how it works. Okay, so how it works for those who did not enjoy this piece of television themselves. If you lock it in correctly on the first clue, 100K. Second clue, 75K. Third clue, 50K. Fourth clue, 25K. And the fifth final clue, 10K. So if you are locked in quick, the more money you get. And correct, obviously.
Okay.
And so Adam did it on number 2. So he gets 75.
All right. So here we go. And let's talk a little bit about our third and final person. Okay. So EJ is going to sing, what was his first song?
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Kind of a weird song to sing with your daughter.
He's a
They're
dad.
not singing it at each other.
Yeah.
It was a duet. They're singing, I don't know.
Now,
are there 2 parts in the song?
Yeah.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's only occurring to me now that one of the clues ends up being a donut. So that first we get like Nicki Minaj were the clues.
Just a picture of Nicki Minaj.
And then like some kind of like microphone.
Like
It says,
stand-up
like,
comedy.
I'm like, what is it?
Yeah,
Night?
it was because it was like it was like the stool. It said tonight underneath it.
And then we get a donut, which in hindsight turns out to be a glazed donut. But do we think that going back to the song, that how sweet it is the glazed donut?
Oh my, I'm gonna have to watch episode 2 to see if this happens again, aren't I? Because I didn't think about this in the real time. But
is
that
there
could be
synergy with the song choices?
or at least one of the songs, right? Because we don't think Valerie had any connections to Joel McHale.
I don't know the
Billy
lyrics.
Joel
Maybe
McHale.
there is.
Valerie.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the Valerie connection.
Like, I don't think there's any Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that maybe I think in this case, this was just a song that they both wanted to sing.
Yeah. What was clue 4? Because that's the only one I don't have.
Okay, so
it was a pork. It was a honey glazed pork. It was again a glazed.
No,
wasn't it?
It was a roast.
Oh,
okay, I wrote.
She's done the Comedy Central roast. That's
but
what it is.
I was like, I wrote a pork roast with question marks. So I did catch that it was a roast because there was like carrots and it was in a roasting pan.
Yeah.
But I was like, I didn't think of it as her being on roast. I was like, they did the glaze twice.
Yeah.
Because at this point I already know it's Nikki Glazer.
Yeah.
But like I was like, why? Okay, the donut was glazed. And then I was like,
what gave it for you? The Nikki?
The Nikki and then comedian.
Yeah.
I was I got it at the donut.
Yeah, well, the donut was the like the but then I was like, you're just using the same kind of wordplay with the pork because I thought it was like a glazed pork roast. You know, like a honey glazed kind of, you know.
But isn't that like a ham? I know it's like this. It's the same animal, but it's a
same
ham,
animal.
Right?
I don't know. Do people glaze their roasts?
I think you glaze a ham.
It was glistening.
Honey glazed ham, right? Or honey baked ham, I think it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, then there was like an F-Boy Island, right?
That was 100% what that was.
Yeah. It was just buff guys on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was losing my mind because like at this point I already know that Joel McHale has just been revealed, and I was like, another one? Because I was I just watched him host
what was
the whole
other
show.
Clue? There was a roast of F-Boy Island, and what was the third clue?
No, that was the
honey
five.
glazed donut.
Okay.
Comedy Cellar and Nicki Minaj.
The tonight with the stand-up mic and the stool, the donut, the pork roast, and then the island of buff guys.
There's only 5 clues. For
5 clues.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Got it. And then what was the second song that he sang? Did he sing a second
They only
song?
did that one.
They did the one.
I think the third person is short on time.
Yeah, I will say the fact that the 5th clue is supposed to be the gimme because you're trying to like land on 10K. F-Boy Island's easily the hardest clue there for Nikki Glazer.
That's what I got it on.
Well, we in our circle, it's the easy one.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think if you're like if you're a reality TV dating show,
maybe
person,
Adam S has watched the F-Boy Island.
He might have with it. He might have with it.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped him. It locked it in. He had already locked in at this point, but it made him feel good about his guess, because what he says about Nikki Glaser is that so I believe Adam S says that he has two interests in life, and it's baseball and boys in tight pants, and that Nikki likes to make fun of guys in tight pants, which is a thing that she often does on
very
F-Boy Island.
specific thing though. I guess
that's why I think
F-Boy Island
think
reference,
Adam watches F-Boy Island for sure.
He listens to the podcast.
He might be listening right now. What's up, Adam?
What's up, Adam?
Good job. Enjoy your 75.
Congrats on the 75. Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that, but I think that if you're not, again, keep in mind, F-Boy Island only just came to like more mainstream television with its third season being on the CW. It was previously on HBO Max. So it's like, a lot of people watch F-Boy Island. Is that I think that you're making the connection from literally, okay, you're showing Nicki Minaj, so it's someone probably named Nicki. And then it's clearly a comedian thing. That's, well, again, I'm just looking at it from my perspective, but I think that it wasn't necessarily the easiest clue overall, but it would certainly help if you were getting there with the other ones.
Okay, so Nikki Glaser comes out. Adam S is the big winner. Nikki Glaser has a couple of fun moments. I liked when she called her dad a nepo daddy.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that.
It was cute because she was like, he could have been famous himself, but he chose to like have a stable career and like provide for family. And this is like reverse nepotism. He's nepo daddy. And
he had a great voice. I actually appreciated his voice quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun. And I forgot that Nikki can sing too. Because I was like,
also on The Masked Singer.
I'm just going like, oh, really?
She came third on The Masked Singer. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. After covering F-Boy Island season 3 and House of Villains season 1 with Joel McHale and Nikki Glaser, we need more comedians as hosts of reality television shows because they were both
100%.
Fantastic, and I was very, very happy that they got featured on this show here. They're very, very fun people, and yeah. At least I knew who everyone was. That was great for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, next week I might not.
Okay. And that's We Are Family. Oh, I thought it was cute.
It was cute. I'm sorry.
Cute,
I was
not
a little
hot.
hard on it.
Yeah.
It was cute, not hot.
It's fine. But it's gonna be a quit. We're not gonna cover more episodes of We Are Family. It's not the easiest show to podcast.
And I can only get so much like entertainment out of watching just like normal people guess things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it leans too game showy than like reality TV. I feel like I just feel like the celebrity factor of it all is like just a side part of what the show is and not like the main event. And it's not like an ongoing, like with Claim to Fame, it's like, we've got like weeks where we're like trying to piece it together ourselves. We're playing along, and they're like, there's a social strategy element. Like it's just different. It's like, this is just a talent show with emojis.
It's a one-nighter too. Like with Masked Singer, we honestly, I feel like most seasons at this point of hosting 8 seasons of the show, by mid-season, once we figured everybody out and it's all about just judging and talking about the performances, we do lean heavily on our natural banter and comedic moments together to get through the pods.
Of course.
But if this is all like one day, like Jenny, you said, I feel like for us as the audience, the fun is guessing along. And if it's people you do not know whatsoever and can't connect, you're not good. Like, it's going to be a tough watch. Ultimately, if you're like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like these people are going on to get like record deals. Like, it's not like watching a true like singing competition.
Does this qualify Adam S to have his relative be on Claim to Fame? That's my question.
I thought we were only getting more famous, like from season 1 to 2. I don't know. My expectations are high for season 3, but listen, Adam, Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit. So we're going to move on off of We Are Family, but Jenny, I wanted to pitch you on another Fox game show that has premiered this month here as Rob Lowe hosts The Floor.
Okay.
Are you interested? People have said
I
people have
saw that. I
messaged me
saw a
and said,
tweet.
check out Rob. You have to watch The Floor.
Right.
Not The Floor is Lava. The Floor is not
Okay.
lava.
Yeah.
The Floor is a trivia battle in which 81 contestants stand on 81 squares on a massive game show floor, competing for a whopping grand prize.
So what is the concept?
We'll find out.
Okay, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
I was told about this show last night, actually.
Yep.
So it must have premiered also last night.
Premiered 2 weeks ago, January.
The way that it was, it's a trivia game. And this is the way it was described to me. I'm gonna give a shout out to my great friend Natalie Franklin, who was texting me about the show last night. And she said, it's just pictures and then you name things. People have specialties or whatever.
Yeah. Is that good?
And then
is that an endorsement?
And then I said, wow, they'll make anything a show, eh? And then she said, possibly it will become something else later, but currently it's just naming things. So that, and then we discussed what our specialty be, what our specialties would be. Someone's was apparently vegetables.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wiki right now. There's someone's category was veggies, and then someone else's category was tools veggies, which I don't know what that is.
Tools
veggies.
Like tools for veggies?
Like, maybe
like
it's tools and
peeler?
veggies. Maybe they had 2 categories.
No, they're like, yeah, you just have veggies. I got tools and veggies.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at the rest of the reality premieres, and in terms of like what's out right now, you know, not there's no Joe Millionaire out there of a brand new reality. There's some returning series.
Did you see Farmer Wants a Wife
doesn't come back till February.
Okay. But it's coming back, Rob. Will you give it another chance if the timing is right?
All Stars, maybe for 1 week.
Yeah. The crazy thing about Farmer Wants a Wife doing it again is like, I'm pretty sure, like, not that this matters because like the Bachelor franchise like never has any successful couples that actually stay together, but like, no, it was a huge failure. Like, I don't think any of the couples like stay together.
None of the women wanted the farmers, I don't think.
Yeah, I think the farmers were just like they were bad. Maybe they'll get better farmers. Rob, I'll check out The Floor.
Yeah.
If here's the thing. We had someone vouch for it being good. Not Natalie.
Let's
but she
check
didn't
it
say
out.
It was bad. She just said it was just
until we have something else that's worth our attention. The Floor.
Rob, I will tread water with
Judge
you.
Steve Harvey season 3 doesn't come back till February 7th.
Oh man, what's going on in January? Like, we have needs, people.
Yeah,
give us some shows.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll check out The Floor if you want to give that a little go.
Let's look at The Floor.
Okay. I'm still so glad that we covered this because, you know, it was being described as it's Masked Singer meets Claim to Fame type thing. And I was like, cool, we can get Pooya, maybe Liana. I wish we, you know, Pooya, you're definitely good enough, but I miss Liana. I miss her. I don't get to talk to her.
You are enough.
You are enough, and we are family, and you are family. I'm glad that it gave us the opportunity to do this because it was silly, it was cute, it's fun, and I'm just happy to be back in the hit or quit saddle. And this is like almost like, I know that I'm saying that there's nothing on right now and we're like struggling to find something to like do, but I also feel like this is when the magic strikes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you also came off the heels where we had everything. We had everything. Like, especially reality TV. We had so much in the last half of the year.
We're open to if there was something that we missed from last year, also that's worth our attention. You know, let us know. Yeah,
let us know.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Pooya, we have a big weekend planned coming up. Let's just tease a little bit. this Saturday on the RHAP network of podcasts, we will be bringing you the Traders RHAP, as both of the people on this panel will be participating in the first ever RHAP The Traders, as that the action begins live at noon Eastern. We'll also have relatives of people that are in the game also playing.
We are family, RHAP,
We are
coming in
family.
the summer.
Yes. All right. So check that out coming up on Saturday afternoon. Got it.
Are you gonna wear a beret, Rob?
You know what? I was going to, and I did not order it from Amazon yet. So let me check out.
Get on it.
There's
still time.
I had
Act
to have
fast.
a conversation with my wife. There were 37 things in my Amazon cart earlier today. I was like,
Oh,
what are
Was
we
it
even
37
doing?
berets?
What are we even doing? There were 0 berets. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. Pooya, what's coming up for you?
so aside from the very fun game we're gonna have on Saturday, I'll be back next week with 90 Day Fiance. After 2 weeks of hiatus, we'll be back. I happen to get lucky because Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve landed on that Sunday, which meant we got no new episodes. But we'll be back next week. I have Kirsten on with me as a guest for 90 Day Fiance. And then Traders UK and US are coming out, with UK having just dropped the first 3 episodes. Myself and Annabelle will be getting together to talk about Traders UK. And then myself and the lovely host of Traders RHAP will be talking about Traders US when that comes out.
Yes, the Traders veteran. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, well, Pooya, thank you for being here tonight.
Of course, thanks for having me.
And then
Thank
Jenny, so
you.
nice to be back here
I
podcasting
missed
with
you, Rob.
Yes,
I'm-
it's been,
yeah.
I missed out, but the audience ate.
Yes, and it was a great time. If you have not checked out House of Villains, if you're too busy with all of the other reality TV that was going on in the fall and you want a quick fun binge, check out House of Villains and our coverage of that with Chappelle, and I had a great time. And yeah, that's really it. And just also the aforementioned FBoy Island season 3, that was also a really fun season. Kristen McInnes and I covered that on the Hot Dummies on Islands feed. So
if you like Joel McHale, if you like Nikki
Joel
Glazer,
then check
where that
check out
came
these
from.
shows and our coverage of it, because I had a great time in the fall covering those. Life is always good when you're getting to cover fun TV shows with your besties. So but it's a new year, new reality TV findings for us to, to see what we got. So other than that, we'll see. I guess we'll go to the floor next. Unless there's listen, let us know, people. You're the ones with your ears and eyes on what's hot in the streets. The reality TV streets.
Let's do it.
Other than that, I'm looking forward to the Traders on Saturday. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
Okay.
This is
all
fun.
right. Well,
I've got to do this.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.